Hey everybody, how are you? It is Marianne with A Heart for Chalk. What is today? Happy Thursday evening. Let me sneak over on my page and make sure that, okay, am I back? I hope I'm back. So here's the deal with what I just had to do. I live in the country and the internet out here is not so great. So when I do these lives, I actually have to, here we go. So when I do these lives, I actually have to, let me fix my volume here. There we go. So when I do these lives, I actually have to use my phone as a hotspot in order to do them because my internet here is not very good. So anyways, so that's kind of what's going on, or that's what I just had to do. So hey, when you get on, stop or say hi. I'd love to, and actually tell me where you're from too. I would love to know. It's a lot of fun to see where everyone is from when they hop on these. So, and I'm hoping that everything is working well. Oops. All right, so here's one thing too that I need to let you know, that the program that I use to record this actually has me on just a bit of a delay. So when you guys comment, it might take me just a minute to respond to you. So be patient. I'll get to you when I can. And then if I can't get to you, I promise I will follow up after we're done going live. I'll follow up in the comments. So so hi, Miriam, how are you? Good evening. So when you hop on, please say hi. I can't see who hops on, so I only know you're there if you say hi to me. So please do. And how is the weather there, Miriam? We in Michigan it was okay. It was probably about 50, I suppose. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well. It was about 50 here today. And it's supposed to be 50 all weekend, but they're actually saying that we might be going to get snow. So I wasn't real happy about that. Maybe on Saturday evening. I keep hoping. Hot. Oh, I wish. I keep hoping that spring will get here. Anyway, so okay, so tonight what I'm going to work on is I'm going to work on one of our brand new transfers, and I'm super excited. This one's called Happiness Blooms from Within. So in 87, oh, I wish. I'm ready for that weather. So I really am. So anyways, we're going to work on the this transfer. This is one of, I think that on April 1st, they released maybe 26 new transfers, and this is one of them. I actually just got it in, was it yesterday? I think I just got it in yesterday. So I'm honestly super, super excited to show this to you guys tonight. So we're going to do this transfer, and then I'm not so sure I've ever, yeah, actually I think I have shown you a frame like this before, but this is our 5x7 box frame. This is a Chalk Couture surface as well. So we're going to go ahead and put that on this frame. So and here we go. So we're supposed to go away this weekend, kind of just sneak away, and I'm super excited about it. And we're still going to go. We're going to go out on the coast, the east coast of Michigan, you know, which is where our Great Lakes are, and it's really quite pretty there. But you know, I was really hoping we'd have nicer weather. I'm not so crazy about the idea of snow, but oh well. It'll be in the evening though, so it's going to be like, I think they said 50 in the day, during the day, and then maybe 30 in the evening. So, you know, at least we'll have sort of somewhat nice weather in the daytime. So, all right, so because this is a wooden surface, I am actually going to go ahead and wax this. And what I'm using is I'm using a, this is just a paste wax. It's a finishing wax. And I'm using it in the neutral color because I don't want it to color my board. I want to keep my board the white. Hi, Melissa. How are you, sister? So anyways, So we're going to go ahead and wax this, and I know I've told you guys this before, but as you recall, one of the reasons that we wax our surfaces is because our transfers are very, very sticky. And so there's just certain things that we do that I especially like to do. Some designers don't. I prefer to because I'd rather be safe. But there are some things we do to prepare our surface to accept the transfer and keep the transfer. It kind of loosens the stick, I guess, on the transfer a little bit. That's probably a good way to describe that. So all I'm really doing is waxing just the inside piece of this. And we would do this pretty much with, for sure, with any wooden surface. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with even doing it with maybe plastic or metal surfaces, just to be safe. What can happen is because, so the transfers, we know that, you can get up to 12 uses out of them. And so in order, obviously, to get that many uses, they're going to be pretty sticky initially. And so what happens is if we don't prepare our surface, you run the possibility of the transfer being very, very difficult to pull up. And it will come off, but it might, your transfer could potentially curl and it could compromise your design. So that's kind of why we do that. So Melissa, what's the weather like there? So Miriam, Melissa just hopped on. She is my sister and she is in Ohio. Anyways, all right, so with that, we're gonna go ahead and now I've got that wax. I'm gonna put that over to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and start working with this. I'm going to go ahead and get it labeled on the back and get it cut apart. Hi, Courtney. How are you? All right. If I can figure out which side to open here, we'd be doing good. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Raining and gross. Okay. Miriam's in Texas, and she said they're 87 today. So I think we need to all have a party at Miriam's house. Nice weather. So, all right. So there we go. So now one of the first things that I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and mark. Oh, I don't like this. I need to throw this Sharpie away. It's pretty dead. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to write on the back of the transfer. Actually, you know what? No, first I'm going to cut it apart. I think that might be a little bit easier. Hi, Angie. How are ya? So when you hop on, say hi, and tell me where you're from. I would love to know where everyone's from. It's always fun to see how many states we can get represented. Well, at least I think it's fun. Maybe you guys think it's goofy, but anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this apart because it does have a few components here. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then I will go ahead and write on the back. So that way we are good to go. Hi, Courtney, honey. All right, so Courtney is my niece. This is Melissa's daughter. Miriam's daughter hops on sometimes and watches too, and it's always very nice. So, all right, so now I'm going to write on the back what the transfer is, and if I write the right words. And this really just kind of helps me to know which side of the backing goes against the transfer, the sticky side of the transfer. Let me show you here. So the transfer, the side that goes against the sticky part of the transfer, the backing side is kind of shiny. And, well, if I can get it off here, yay! Here we go. These be sticking. Family done. Oh, finally done with grown-up job for the day. Oh, I hear ya. I know. Now we get to play, right, Angie? This is. I look forward to this all day long. So anyway, so the transfer, I don't know if you can see this here, but the shiny side of your backing is what goes against the sticky part of the transfer. If you do it the other way, it will stick to your transfer, and you can get it off, but we did find out, because I actually have done that. I've put the wrong side back on the transfer. It will ruin your transfer. What I found was that even though I got the backing off from it, the transfer was no longer sticky. So So this just helps us to know which side of the transfer, which side of the backing goes against the sticky part of the transfer. Boy, whew, tongue twister tonight. Okay, so happiness blooms from within. I'm going to write that down. And then I'm going to go ahead and write flowers, flowers. And these flowers, actually, we get to layer again. So I'm going to do flower 1 there, and then I'm going to put just a 1 down here in the corner so I know that that's which one that is. And then I'm going to mark this as flower 2, and then put 2 down here in the corner. So there we go. And then this will be a leaf. So perfect. And then I'm thinking that I was trying to figure out what colors. I was playing with them just a little bit, and so I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking. And now, because this is a lighter colored surface. Yes, it's absolutely, Angie. So here's the thing. It's absolutely okay for you to do that, and I very much appreciate you doing that. I just can't specifically say that and ask you to do that. I can talk around it. So I can say, please tell your friends, please spread the love, that kind of stuff, but I can't specifically ask you to do that. So, you know what? I appreciate that you did that, though. Thank you very, very much. So, okay. So anyways, what I was saying was that because this is light, a lighter surface, you kind of want to be cautious about how light of a color of chalk paste you use. So I'm going to try, I really want to use, I love this yellow. I think this is pretty. This is buttermilk, and I like this peach. And so I kind of want to use those 2 colors along with this bark color, which is our brown color. And I'm hoping the bark I know will be fine. That will definitely show up well. I'm hoping that our peach and our buttermilk will be okay. We're going to find out. We're going to try it and see what we get. So, all right. So here we go. And actually I had to wipe this off a little bit. I was playing with the colors before I went live, and I got a little bit on here, but luckily I got it off. So, hi. All right. So is it JC? Jace? I'm not really sure how to say it. And of course I can't hear you, so I don't know. So I'm going to say this. Is it JC? If that's right, say yes. Why can't I ask? So here's the thing. Facebook recently, well, and I don't know that I understand this. I'm not the most techie person. So Facebook recently has modified their algorithm. I don't even know if I understand what all those words mean, but they've modified their algorithm to try and kind of crack down on clickbaiters. And what a clickbaiter is or what clickbait is, and you may know what it is, but when maybe you see something that pops up and it says, you know, here's 5 ways to lose 50 pounds in 2 days, you know, and you click on it, and then it takes you, and it's talking about some beach in California. I mean, it doesn't even talk about, I said it wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. So you'll have to, maybe you'll have to send me a recording. You know how to do that through Messenger? People can do that. Oh, J.S. Well, there we go. J.S. All right, I'm getting, okay, anyways. Somebody interpret for me. I'm slow today. Anyways, you can send recordings through Messenger. That's what I was going to say. Maybe you can say it for me and send me the recording so I know I say it right. Anyways, but clickbait. So what Facebook is trying to do is they're trying to kind of, I guess, get a handle on that. And so what they're doing is they're watching Facebook Lives. And so they're watching the people in the lives, watching what they say. And so there are certain words that, like that word, you know, like they don't want you to ask people to do certain things. That kind of are watching for that. And so if I were to ask you to do certain things that could potentially tag, I'm glad, thank you. They could potentially tag my, my Facebook Lives and kind of slow down, my reach sort of. So I don't want that to happen. So I just don't say that word. And, you know, and it could be an overreaction. I don't know, but I don't want to risk it. So, so I can kind of talk around it. So I can say spread the love and do that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what we're trying to do. Okay, so now those of you that are new, and thank you, Chrissy. Hi, honey. How are you? So anyways, those of you that are new, what I just did is I have a towel, and I was putting the transfer on the towel and kind of rubbing it on the towel and picking it off. And the reason picking it up, and the reason that I do that is because I want to pick up just a little bit of lint from the towel, just to kind of help. Yes, just spread the love, Miriam. Thank you. You rock. Anyway, so what that does is it's just another one of those things that we do to kind of help, you know, lessen the stick just a little bit. So, hi, honey. So Chrissy just hopped on. Chrissy is my niece, my beautiful niece who is expecting soon, right? I'm so excited for her. All right, so I am going to, and you know, I know that a few of you are not real familiar with Chalk Couture. So as I go along, if you have questions, pop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm kind of on a little bit of a delay. The program that I use that allows me to talk to you like this, but then allows you to see my hands as I'm working, that program puts me on a little bit of a delay. So I may not get to your comments right away, or I may actually miss them. And if I do, I'm sorry. I will come back through and I'll talk to you, or I'll answer them via the comment section. So, okay, so what I'm doing is I'm putting this on, and I'm having an issue getting it straight. It still looks a little bit crooked to me. So let me try this one more time. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the surface, and then after you get it on, and this is kind of, don't you love how I measure? That's good. Okay. You want to kind of run over the silk screen areas and just feel for bumps. And well, for air pockets is what you're feeling for. You want to make sure that you've got good adhesion to your surface, that the transfer is sticking well, and that you don't have any air pockets in there. So, and I feel like we're good. So that is good to go. So now what I'm thinking that I'm going to do is I'm going to do two colors. I want to do, I think I'm going to do the happiness and the within in this peach color. I love this peach color. It's called Peachy Keen. And then I'm going to do blooms from in this bark color. So I hope that looks cute. We're going to try it. Okay, so I'm going to actually do the blooms from first. And we're going to kind of do the little peel away method. I don't know what the technical term is, and I will show you what I'm talking about as we move forward. So now whenever you get your paste, you always need to stir it. And I'm going to actually move this out of the way so I don't get paste all over. You want to stir it because it has chalking properties to it as it sits, and even as it ages, it gets old, or it gets thick. And so you want to, when working with it, you really want it to be like the consistency of sour cream. And so what we always do whenever we open it is to stir it well, just to make sure that it's mixed well. And then kind of look at it, and if now, see, this I feel like is probably just a little bit too thick. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some water, distilled water in it to thin it. And I'm just going to put just a little bit. Oh, I got water on my computer. Anyways, and you want to use, the reason that we use distilled water, not just like regular tap water, is because tap water can have contaminants in it that could potentially interact with your chalk. So if you use distilled water, you're good to go. So when you hop on, please say hi. I'd love to be able to, I can't necessarily see who's on always, so say hi and tell me where you're from. I would love to know. So I know right now we have obviously Michigan, and we have Texas, and we have Ohio. And Angie, you're in, oh my word, I know it too. Please remind me. So memories. Colby, I know it's Colby. Is that Kansas? Anyways, so yes, Kansas. Okay, thank you. I knew it was Colby. I was thinking Colby, but I couldn't think of the state. Silly. All right, so I put a little bit more water in it just to get it down. So now our chalk paste, that's way better. I like that much better. Once you open it, it has a shelf life of about 6 months, and sealed before you open it, it actually has a shelf life of 12 months. So, so it does last quite a bit, or quite a while. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab I'm going to go ahead and use the mini squeegee. So here's our mini squeegee. This is our small one. But I'm going to go ahead and use the mini just because I don't want to run the risk of it'll be a little bit easier to control because I don't want to run the risk of kind of overlapping on my happiness and my within. So I'm going to go ahead and use the mini. What we're going to do, Massachusetts. Oh, is it cold there? We had like, what did I say, 50 today? But it's supposed to snow on Saturday night. I'm not happy. Anyway, so we get some chalk paste on our squeegee and then go ahead and start putting it on the transfer. And you don't need to cover the whole transfer. You really just need to cover the screened areas. And I'm putting it on, and it's important to be cognizant of how quickly you're working because this does dry fast. So so you don't want to go too slowly. So I'm putting it on, and now I'm going to go ahead and just using the tip of my squeegee, I'm going to pull off the excess. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put it back in my container, being careful not to spread it onto my other words. And there we go. Awesome. Not too bad today. Chrissy, you've done this before. I have played with ombre, and I do like it. So I wouldn't say I'm a pro at it yet, but I love how it looks. It's awesome. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm going to actually pull this off. You always pull from the center. Oh, see, I was worried. Can you guys see that? That's awfully light. I think we're going to leave it though. How does that look? I'm going to watch the screen here and see how that looks on the camera. It's pretty light, but I can still see it. I'm watching oh yeah, you guys can see it. Okay, so what I did is I actually just pulled the transfer back enough to pull it away from the words that I just chalked so that I can let them dry. Oh, and look what I just did. Darn, I just pulled the whole thing off. Woohoo! All right, well, we're going to fight with that one to get it back on. Well, not fight, but our words might look funny. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and dry this to get this dry. So, and what would happen is if this wasn't dry and I were to put the transfer back over it, it could potentially pull the chalk paste up. So that is pretty, isn't it, Miriam? I really like that. So there we go. So what I was trying to do, not very successfully, was to keep the transfer adhered at the bottom so that way when I went to put it back up, it would line up well. But unfortunately, I guess I pulled it too far. So we are going to try with my wonderful eyes to get this lined up best that I can. And we'll start working on our other. Oh, wow, look at that. Geez, I just kind of put it and there it goes. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, I think that works. Okay, oops. And I moved it, and I moved it. And here we go. So I do have, for those of you that are interested, I do have a special going on. It's in my VIP group. It only goes through tonight. It ends at midnight. So if you're interested, head over to my VIP group and take a look. I'm actually already sold out of a couple of transfers. So it's kind of first come, first serve. So if you're interested, head over and take a look. If you don't know that you're in my VIP group, let me know and I can get you the link. I can check and get you the link. So yeah, so what you do when you pull it down is you're pulling it, basically you need to pull the transfer away from the paste. So what happens is you put the paste on and the paste can dry somewhat quickly. If you don't pull the transfer away, the paste will dry and it will dry in the screens on the transfer. So these are all like little mini screens in this wording. So the paste will dry in the screens, and then when you do finally pull the transfer back, if you don't do it quick enough, if you allow the paste to dry, it actually will pull the paste up with the transfer. So that's why I'm always really, really cautious about making sure that, that I get the transfer up while the paste is wet. So yeah, you do have to pull it. Okay, so now what I've done is I put this back on. I think I've lined it up well, and I just kind of went back over the words that I'm going to do next. And I feel like we're good. I don't feel any bubbles. So we're going to go ahead and move with that. Hi, Bree. How are you? And I'm going to go ahead now, and we're going to use our bark color. So when you guys hop on, say hi. I would love to be able to say hi back and to know where you're from. So, okay, so this is the bark color, and I'm stirring it up. And when you stir this up too, it's really, really important to make sure that you really get down to the bottom and you get to the sides, get the sides really, really well. Just get it all mixed up. And this is actually, I feel like this is not a bad consistency at all. I think I'm going to go ahead and put just a tad bit of water in it, but I don't think it's going to need much at all. So there we go. We're going to stir this, and now then I'm going to do the happiness and the within in this bark color. I just thought this would be kind of a good, fun color theme. And you know, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of, well, I don't know if Sola flowers. I have some of those. They're like wood flowers. And I have some, and I thought those might look kind of cute on this, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It was an idea I had. So, okay. So we are going to, again, I just got a new squeegee. We're going to start working with our, you know, actually, I'm going to do within first. And I'm going to have to be quick about this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put the paste on rather thick to give me just a few minutes, because when you put it on thick, it doesn't dry super quickly. Or, well, it gives you a little bit more time to work with. And then I'm going to use my multi-tool, and I'm going to go across the happiness. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this tool. I didn't think I would want it, but now that I have it, I love it. But it has a really small end on it, so it helps to get into these really small places just like this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Perfect. And I'm going to pull up the excess, trying to be very careful not to get this on my other words. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to pull the excess off from this. So I'm going to show you guys when we're finished. I'll show you a couple of the other new transfers that I got. I'm so excited to be working with them. And I don't know, I may do one of them on our Talk and Chat on Sunday. So I'm super excited about it, though. They're really cute. Okay. And again, pulling from the center. I don't know if I ever finished that. I was going to tell you guys that. The reason that we pull from the center, oh, I love it, is because these are silk screen, and because they're so kind of fabric, so they have a bias. So if you were to pull from the edges or the corner, the corners, you run the risk of stretching your transfer. So if you pull from the center, either center top. Hi, Morgan. Hi from Colby. So I have another person from Colby on as well. How cool is that? So Colby's popular. Anyway, so welcome. I'm glad that you hopped on. So anyway, so you always pull from the center as opposed to the sides. That way you don't stretch it. That's cute, isn't it, Miriam? I love it too. Woo! I'm excited. Okay, oops. Let me get and I'm making a mess already. Let me get this, my chalk paste closed up. And then I'm going to dry this. And then we're going to figure out our flowers. So I thought that the flowers in yellow would be really cool. And so I think we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do the flowers in yellow, and then the leaves, I think I will do in our, what is this? This is our green envy. So, and I think that will be cute. So then it's just a matter of figuring out how I want to put them on, right? So, all right, so I better move those or they're going to go flying. Let me go ahead and get this dry. So So, and when you're drying, it's important to remember to let your surface return to room temperature. So when I dry, I always just dry kind of on low setting because I don't want this to get too hot. So, but it's important to let your surface get back to room temperature um, before you start putting paste on it. And then again, it's just one of those things that to you know make you more successful when you're working with this, so that your paste doesn't pull up. And um, I'm gonna actually wipe off the end of my multi-tool. Here we go, so that I can use that again because I'm probably going to want to use that with the flowers. I have a little kind of water bath over here right next to me. And what I do, I know you guys can't see it, but what I do is when I'm done with the transfers, I would just put them in there and they're super easy to clean. Actually, and maybe actually I'll show you how to do that super quick before we're finished tonight. So, okay. So now let's figure out where we're going to put our flowers, and then I will put the leaf. So I'm thinking, I think we'll do maybe a flower here. I think, you know, I think I want to do flowers along the bottom. I think that would be cute. Do a couple along the bottom and then maybe one at the top. Maybe not, but I definitely think I want to go along the bottom. So let's do that. And I think, I almost wonder, do I want to do the flower and then put the leaf in? So that way I know the leaf goes right where I want it to go. Or do I wing it? So those of you that have watched me, what do I usually do? Wing it. But I think I'm going to do the flower first, actually. So that way I can get that on, and then I'll put the leaves in where I want them to go. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do flowers first. Okay. I may regret that decision. So when you hop on, say hi, and let me know where you're from. So what do we have now? We have Massachusetts, Michigan, Texas, Ohio, Kansas. Did I forget anybody? So we had New York the other day, and then my son hopped on from Florida. So that was fun. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead, and what I'm going to do, is this in the screen, guys? Okay. I always have to remember to try and do that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a few of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, then I'm going to click the transfer up and go ahead and do another one really, really quickly without washing my transfer. Uh-oh, it says my battery's low. Hold on, I got to plug this in. Woo, I forgot to do that. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay, I think we're good. That wouldn't have been good, lose my laptop. Okay, so what I'm going to do before I wash it, I'm going to go ahead and just try and pull it up and redo it, and hopefully that works. And let me get this. I love this yellow. This is so pretty. So I have another yellow as well, which is a bit deeper. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I should use this. It's a more of a bright yellow. I feel like I'm gonna use the bright yellow, I think, as opposed to this lighter one. I think that will provide a much prettier contrast. What do you guys think? Hi, Jen. How are you? Pennsylvania. Yay. There we go. So, all right. I think I'm going to actually go with the darker yellow because I think that will provide a much better contrast. So that's what we're going to do, I think, here. And let me get a new stir stick so that I can stir this up. And actually, let me get this out of the way so I always end up making a mess here. And I end up with chalk paste everywhere on myself when I'm done, but that's all right. I have fun. So, hi, Jessica. How are ya? Thank you for hopping on. Now, Jessica, you're a Michigan person, I think, right? So, there we go. All right. And this is actually a pretty good consistency also, although I think, not bad, but I think a little water just to be safe. Just because I don't want it to be too thick, because I'm going to be using it for a couple of different flowers. I don't want to have difficulty with it sticking in my transfer because it's too thick, if that even made sense. So, all right. Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to use my multi-tool for this because I think that's going to be probably the easiest thing to use and it's going to help me be quick about this. So this is what we're going to do. I'm actually going to get my finger under this right now, making sure it's still down, but I want to just be able, I don't want to have to fight to pull it back up after I get this down because I want to work rather quickly. I thought you were from Michigan, Jessica. All right, so here we go. And I'm going to put this on, and then I'm going to actually use a small squeegee just to pull this off really quickly because I'm trying to go quick. I'm trying to go quick. Oh, yes. Oh, I love that. That was a good choice. All right. So now I'm going to come over here and do this one so that I'm kind of somewhat even. I like that yellow, you guys. What do you think? I think that was a good choice. Oh, and I know my hand's covering it. I'm sorry. Here we go. And there we go. So we got that on. And I'm just going to pull it up really quickly or pull up the excess with the squeegee. Uh-oh. Here we go. Don't do that. Ah, yes. Woohoo! I love it. All right. And I think I'm actually only going to do one more in the center here. And I think I'm going to actually put it up just a little bit higher just to make it a little different, a little offset. And I feel like that looks even. And here we go. Perfect. I'm so excited about this, you guys. I can't wait to see how this turns out. All right. Ah, I love it. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. Isn't that awesome? And I'm sorry for my voice, y'all. I don't profess to be any kind of a singer, but I do love doing this. It's a lot of fun. I feel like I want to do one up in the, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do one up in each corner as well. And I'm hoping I don't regret not cleaning this. I haven't cleaned my transfer yet. I'm pushing it now. I'm just going to tell you. But we're going to try this and see what we get. So the beautiful thing about this is if it doesn't work, then you guys know what not to do, right? So I'll be the guinea pig. I don't mind. So there we go. So here's that one. Come on. Oh, geez. Put my fingers in there because of my nails. There we go. And, perfect. Woo-hoo. You think so? I think I'm probably goofy, Miriam, but that's all right. I love doing it, you know, and that's what counts. So I have so much fun with this, in case you can't tell. So I will tell you that I really am just so glad that I decided to do this because it has brought me so much joy. It really has. And I've met, oh my gosh, I have met so many wonderful people like you online and at my workshops, and you know, and I get to sit and craft and meet. Oh, I really love it. So, all right, so this is the last one. I don't think I dare push this any further because I'm going to end up regretting it if I don't wash this transfer soon. So I'm not going to do any more flowers. But I don't think I need to because it looks good. All right. There. So now I need those to dry. So the other part, uh-oh, where did I like totally, where's my flowers? Oh, here it is. They were underneath. So the other part of these flowers, it's really cool. It's an outline. And I was gonna do it in white, but geez, you know, I don't think the white's gonna show. What color do you think I should? So what it does is it's gonna actually go over. This is how it looks. I need you guys' advice. So this is it, and we're gonna actually put it over the flowers I just did, but what it's gonna do is it's kind of gonna outline the flowers. And I was thinking I would do that in white, but now I feel like that probably isn't a good choice because I don't think white is gonna show against that background. So do I do it in peach? Do I do it in brown? I don't know what color to do. Let me know what you guys think. I gotta let this dry anyway, so we got just a second. And of course I have a million other colors too, if you can think of another color that would look good. Hi Delphine, how are you? Thanks for jumping on. So let me know what you think, guys, while I'm drying this, because now I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm changing my mind. The best S word. Anyways, so drying these, and I want to make sure these are really, really dried and thoroughly dried, because the outline is going to go right over them, and so I don't want to risk pulling these off. Brown, Miriam? That was my thought too. I was thinking brown. All right, we're going to do brown. So, Miriam, you and I are like, on the same page here. So, all right, Angie, you're talking to somebody, I think, and I am totally missing the conversation. I'm going to have to go back through and read. Next S word. Oops. Anyways, okay, so I kind of agree. I think the brown would look good. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm trying to decide, do I want to do the leaves next, or do I want to do the outline? Part of me doesn't even want to do the leaves, to be honest with you, because I kind of like how this looks. So what do you guys think? Should I? This is why I love designing with you guys. So you always give me great ideas. I mean, I think the leaves are cute. Maybe I'll just do the leaf in the center, on the center one. Maybe this is what it looks like. So, and it's a cute leaf, but I'm loving the way these flowers look just like this. So anyways, all right, I think we're going to outline first, and then I will come back with the leaves after we're done outlining, and I'll have a better idea if that's what we want to do. So anyway, so when you hop on, say hi. I would love to know who's on and be able to say hi back to you. So, and here we go. My cat's over here meowing at me. I think he wants to chalk too. All right, so here we go. And I'm hoping, sometimes layering is very difficult, especially with these eyes. So just because if the lighting is not good, sometimes it's kind of hard to see where to put the transfer. But I'm thinking like over top, but I feel like because this yellow is giving us such a contrast, we might be okay. We're gonna find out. Oh, and my cat's in here talking to us all, y'all. So can you hear them, you guys? One leaf falling, like on the side off the center, you think? Is that what you're saying? I think that might look okay. So one leaf falling, I'm assuming then you mean off from just the center, or are you thinking off from all of them? I'm thinking just the center, honestly, but tell me what you think. We're going to go ahead, and this should be good because we just used this, but I'm going to go ahead and stir it again just to be safe. Was your cat talking to you, Angie? That's funny. Yeah, he's funny. He's a funny kitty. So I kind of inherited him. My oldest son, who now does not live at home anymore, is a cat kid. He loves cats. And our other cat passed away, and my son was super sad, and one of his friends felt really bad for him, and so they brought him this new kitten, and I'm such a softie. I really am. I couldn't tell him, no, you can't keep it. So I let him keep it. But so now he's moved out and in his own place, and notice where the cat's living. So it's all good though. He's a fun cat. He's got such a great personality, and both of my dogs, I have two dogs too, and they're both, I'm trying to get this clean, they're both quite large, and he is not afraid of them. He holds his own, and they don't mess with them. So it's kind of fun to watch them all play. So I'm going to get, I think, a little bit of a different squeegee here. What I did is this is a little bit, if you look, this one's actually a little bit narrower than our mini. And what I did is I took one of these Here we go. I took one of these small ones and actually cut it in half, and I actually like this size. I think it's just about perfect for some of these areas. So here we go. We're going to use this. All right. So both of my dogs are bigger. They're both, well, one's a lab, and I don't know what she's mixed with. She's mixed with some kind of a hound because she tries to howl. She doesn't do it well, but it's funny to watch her. So, but she's kind of thick. She looks a lot like a lab, but she's a little chunky. She's a sweetheart. Oh, well, I didn't line that up very well, but I think that's still cute. We're going to go with it. We're going with it. So, and then the next dog, she's my younger one, and they told me, it's funny, when I got her at the Humane Society, they told me that she was, I probably should stop talking and pay attention. They told me that she was mixed. She was like lab and Rottweiler mixed. And I got to tell you that I don't think that there's lab in her. I feel like she is actually a Rottweiler and a Great Dane because she's like super tall. So, and she's funny. She's so goofy. She is such a goofy dog. So, all right, I'm going to play with this and hopefully I can get it to line up a little bit better. I didn't get that other one lined up so well. I do kind of struggle with this just a little bit. I think that if you had younger eyes, you probably have a bit of a benefit over me. Here we go. I think that we're going for it. I think that that'll be good. So, and here we go. I probably am going to have to, because I'm taking a little bit longer with this brown, so I'm probably going to have to wash this one after a couple of uses before I use it. I don't think I'll be able to get it through all the flowers. Oh, that's better. What do you think? Hi, Terry. How are ya? So, well, it's not lined up the most perfectly, y'all, but hey. That's okay. I don't mind. I still think it's super cute. All right. And so anyway, so both are big dogs. The one that I think is mixed with Great Dane is really, really tall. And she's goofy. She's really funny. She's got such a quirky personality. But she's a sweet girl. Definitely, they're both mama's girls. Needless to say, my dog food bill is, you know, is pretty nice. My dogs eat pretty well. So, all right, and there we go. Thank you. I think it looks good too. I actually like it. They're not lining up quite perfectly, but that's okay. They're perfectly imperfect. I like that. All right. So there's that. I'm wondering if I'm going to keep pushing it. I'm going to turn this upside down though, because it'll make it just a little bit easier for me. I don't know if you guys can see, but that one didn't line up quite so well. I may fix it later. We'll see. All right, here we go. It's getting a little bit, all right, I'm gonna have to clean it actually because it's getting just a little bit hard to see. So what I'm gonna do is I can actually show you guys how we clean these. So I'm putting it in the water bath, the transfer in the water bath, and I'm just right now I'm honestly just using my fingers to kind of rub along the surface just to get the paste off the surface. We have a beautiful cleaning sponge that, oh my gosh, it works wonderfully and I love it. Of course, I don't have it here with me, so I'm just, hi, Mom. You liked it with just the plain yellow? Anyways, so I'm just using my finger to run along the top of it, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and when it's wet, it's not sticky. So I'm going to go ahead and lay it on a towel, and I'm going to start dabbing with the paper towel, just kind of dabbing the back of it to get the excess water off. And you'll be able to tell as you're doing that, you'll be able to see, you can kind of see when the stick starts to come back. And then we'll be ready to go. Now, if I was not going to use this again, what I would do is I would wipe the back with a Lysol wipe. And what that's going to do, see how you can tell the stick's coming back now because it's sticking to the paper towel. But what the Lysol wipe would do would be just to clean off the back of it, like the fuzz that we have from our fuzzing cloth. So, okay, so I think we're good there. And here we go. So now, let's see if we can line this up. Mom, Chrissy was on just a little bit ago. I don't know if she still is or not, but she was on for a little bit. All right, so now I'm getting this lined up best that I can. And all right, there we go. I think that's gonna do. That's gonna do. Where is my, oh, here it is. All right, I'm gonna use this, I guess. There we go. And then I'll come back, well, this will actually give that bottom one a little bit of time to dry, and then I can come back and do the leaf in there. I think that'll work out perfectly. Sounds like a game plan. Actually, sounds like maybe we planned this just a little bit. All right, whoops. And here we go. Let me get this off. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. I'm impressed, y'all. I lined that one up really well. Imagine that. Hi, Debbie. How are ya? All right, and let's get our last one done here. And if I can see, I even tried to make sure my lighting was good tonight, actually, in here, so that hopefully I could line this up just a little bit better. When I was doing so the other day I did, and I know some of you were on and you saw it, I did the transfer, I'd rather fall into chocolate, and it turned out super cute, but it also had layering like this. And I was really struggling with it because, well, my lighting wasn't good, but it's, you know, it's, and these eyes are not young, but it turned out cute though too. I think only one of my chocolate bars had the layering wasn't exactly lined up, but that's okay. It was still cute. All right, and there we go. So we're gonna get that on, and then I'm gonna pull it up. So I still have, for those of you that are local, woohoo, oh, I love it. That is so cute. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? How cute is that? Okay, so for those of you that are local, I still have a few seats left open at the Michael's Workshop. It's on, when is it? On Monday, and at 6:30. And we're actually going to be working on 8.5 by 11 size transfers. So the bigger size ones, and I'm honestly really cute about the designs we're going to use. So, so if you're interested, let me know. It'd be great to have you come out. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do the leaf on this one, but I'm going to go ahead and dry this just to make, I'm thinking it's probably dry, but I want to dry it just a little bit just to make sure we're good. Before we move on. This is cute, y'all. I really like this. I think it's kind of fun. It's just kind of a fun little quaint kind of, this would look cute like in a little girl's room. Could you imagine like doing this in fun little girl colors, maybe like, you know, pinks or purples or whatever? I think this would look cute. So we might have to consider that for some little girls we know. All right. Oh, and I need to stir this. This is a mess. Let me get, It's got just a little bit of, there we go. All right, that's better. So here we go. So a lot of times what I do for my workshops is that, you know, there's a fee. Obviously, and but what that does is, and I always try really hard to keep it reasonable because I love this and I want you guys to love it too, and for me it is really so much more about it's at Michael's, Jessica, in Frandor again. So listen, I'm gonna actually though, because I think you're kind of out, I want to say you're by Owasso, right? So I'm actually working on a workshop in Perry. So, so maybe if that one works better for you, I think that would be closer for you. But the one on the 29th is at Michael's in Lansing. So anyways, oh my goodness, what was I saying, y'all? I forgot. I lost my train of thought. Oh, so the workshop. The fee will include, it includes the transfer and it includes your surface. So you get to take the surface, your finished project with your surface home with you, and you get to use all of my supplies. And so it's and honestly, they're a lot of fun. I mean, we really have a great time, and you know, I'm pretty laid back for the most part. That's my personality, and so you know, I just really want us to get together and have fun. And I always tell the ladies, you know, look, if you're a crack up, then feel free, you know, crack jokes, just be who you are and let's just have a good time. And they've honestly been a blast. I know I've really enjoyed them and I believe everybody else has. So Jessica, I hope that you can come. So I really want to meet you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a leaf, a falling leaf, and I'm thinking we'll do it kind of like this. Kind of get it in there. You know, I don't know. I just feel like this leaf is maybe too big for this flower, honestly, you guys. All right, we're still going to go for it. Actually, maybe I like it better on that side. We're going to go for it. We're going to see what we get. All right, here we go. And let me wash my multi-tool. So, and then the workshops also, I do, you know, we've, for the most part, they've been 5x7. This first one, we've been working on these 5x7, which is this size. But this one is the first one where I'm actually doing an 8.5 by 11. And by the balloon. Oh, you mean, oh, by the from. Okay, like down, okay. I'm not getting it. Okay. Obviously, I'm not getting it. Let me pull this off. This is, anyways, the Michael's workshop is the first one where we're actually, this one coming up is where we're actually doing an 8.5 by 11, and I'm super excited. So, are you saying maybe more like something like this? Or like this? Is that kind of what you're talking about? Help y'all, please interpret for me. I'm missing it. So, la 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 la. So anyway, so we're going to do those at the Michael's workshop. This is where I don't like the delay because it takes a minute for me to know what you guys are talking about. I'm looking at this in the screen. It's hard to talk. I don't have a problem talking fast, I can tell you. But I get you. All right, we're going to try it. We're going to go over here. I think this is kind of what you're talking about, right? So I think that, or maybe we'll come up just a little bit. Kind of put it more over to the side like this, maybe. Kind of to fill in that white space, perhaps. We're going to go for it. You like it falling off. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. I'm missing it. So, all right. Hopefully this is what you're talking about. La, la, la. Let me. There. All right. Reading it and looking, it makes sense. It makes, oh, you're doing talk to text, aren't you? All right, we're going for it here. Okay. And there we go. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Come off. Let's see what we get, guys. Oh, I like it. That looks cute. That's a, oh my gosh, you guys, I love that. That's super cute. What do you think? Isn't that awesome? So, okay. Do you think, I'm going to do one on both sides. I feel like I want one on both sides. So, yay. What do you think? One on both sides, right? Because I think that will look cute. Then it'll kind of, and maybe, but maybe I'll not have it. Maybe I'll move it just, yeah. Okay. Anyway, I know what I'm thinking. Hi, Morgan. Thank you. All right. And let's go. That was a great idea, y'all. I'm impressed. Thank you. You make me look like I know what I'm doing. All right. And let's go with this one. Uh-oh. There we go. I tell you, these fingernails make it difficult to get under this sometimes. There we go. And let's pull this one up. Oh, that is so cute. Oh my gosh. Exactly. Oh, I love how this looks. I think that's absolutely adorable. So, okay, you know what? Here's my thing. I never stop when I'm ahead, so I'm already thinking, well, maybe we should do more leaves, but you know what? I'm stopping because I always keep going and then I'm never happy. So we're going to stop. So there we go, you guys. What do you think? Isn't that cute? You guys are awesome. So, oh, Miriam, this was you guys giving me advice. So, and I really appreciate it. I think that for me is the funnest part, is just to be able to have you guys help me. So there we go. So I was thinking, I was thinking maybe some solo flowers on here might be cute, but I'm going to leave this just like it is because I think this is really adorable. So this would be so cute for someone like a little girl's room. I love it. So anyways, there we go. Happiness blooms from within. Perfect. I love it too. I think it's gorgeous. Okay, so, I want to show you super quick. Thank you, Jessica. You know what? I'm going to go back through and I'm going to read who did what you just did, because I still can't say that word. So whoever shared the love, I'm going to go back through and I'm going to read, and I'm going to put your name in my my drawing that I'm having at the end of the month. I'm going to go ahead and put your name in that, and then at the end of the month, tune in and I will do a drawing and you will see. Well, I guess I can tell you because I think that's okay. What we're going to do is the person that wins, or whose name I pull, is going to get a 5x7 transfer and a Chalkology Paste Pack single. So, so that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to do that at the end of the month. At the end of April. So we only have a few days left, actually. So, okay, let me, I'm going to go off screen just a minute because I want to get the other items I got so I can show you guys. I am super, super excited about these, and I want to show you. So this right here is not new. This is our Aiden board, and I've not worked with it, but I love it. It came in, and I absolutely love this board. Look at this. So you can get it in white or black, but it's got like the chalkboard surface. Now it's not double-sided. Here's the back of it. It's not double-sided, but it does have a hanger, so you can kind of hang it, horizontally or vertically if you want to. Thank you. So you're going to have to, I'm going to say Jay, you're going to have to send me a recording of your voice so I can, or your name, so I know how to pronounce it. So I'm not massacring it or saying it wrong. So anyways, I dropped some transfers on the floor. Okay, so this is our, no, it's not the Aiden board. What is the name on this? I've lost the name. Anyways, super cute. I love the surface. And so I think on Sunday we're going to play with this, and I'm actually going to use this transfer. I love this transfer. I can't wait to use this one. So I think this is what we're going to do on Sunday. So at our Chalk and Chat. So that's Sunday evening at what, 8:30 Eastern time, because I'm on Eastern time zone. So so anyways, isn't that cute, you guys? I'm so excited. And then look at this. This is a beautiful transfer, and I just think this is one of the other new ones. These are all new ones. This is the other new one that I got. I am an original, and I think I love this one too. And I think this has the potential to be absolutely phenomenally beautiful. So I'm super excited. I may have to think a little bit harder on how to do this one. Just because I just think this is beautiful and I want to do it justice. So anyways, but I love that. So those are not JC, say it with the sound of S. Jace, like that, Jace. That's, oh, well that makes sense. And that's kind of how it's spelled. Oh my word, hello. Okay, so that's me being goofy. Anyway, so these are some of the new ones, the 26 new ones that they came out with. These are the 3 that I have right now. I have more coming, and I'm super excited. And I also, you guys, I have some ink coming. So yay, I got it. Woo! Finally, it only took me an hour. Anyways, I have some ink coming, and I'm super excited to play with that. And I don't know if I'll do a hat or if I'll do a shirt or what I'll do, but I'm definitely going to do a live when I get it so that I can show you guys that. I'm super geeked to play with that. So does it, people say that now, geeked, or am I dating myself? I'm probably dating myself. Anyways, but okay, so here we go. I just want to say, you guys, thank you so much for jumping on tonight and hanging out with me and helping me create this. And God bless, and I will see you guys on Sunday evening. Have a great evening all. Bye.